Let's go ahead and see where this takes me. And I shall fetch her once, or at once. Pray, wait a moment. I think I tried this and I got interrupted by an instance. Niku, my thanks for coming. If you're now available, I'd like you and Raha to assist me in the task I had mentioned. For you to call on Nico, I assume the task in question is somewhat more exciting than sorting through paperwork, which I am pleased to add I have finished. So if Nico is ready, then so am I. Our venture to the bounty has only served to whet my appetite for field work. Not to oversell things, but I suspect you won't be disappointed. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me bring up Butters. Gotta at least do that. 1 second. Where? There he is. There's Butters. There I divulged the details, however, permit me to provide some background. As you know, our organization, the Students of Baldessian, was founded by my grandfather, Galuf. Our stated mission was to uncover the mysteries of Heidelin and interpret her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. We've since learned the whole truth, and it might be said that we're fulfilled to our mission, but our field work is far from over. In the course of our endeavors, we've also sought to devise countermeasures against threats that come to light. Our involvement with wishing the Warring Triad is an example of such. It is my belief that in continuing to seek out the unknown and dealing with threats, we best carry on with the students' mission. We best honor those we lost when the Isle of Val was destroyed. Forgive me if I didn't mean to darken the mood. I'm saying this. I simply wanted to clarify our organization's purpose for a new age. In time with said purpose, I've been reviewing new requests, and one particular jumped out at me. It comes from none other than Rambrose and Sons of Saint Connacht. Truly, has something happened in Mordona then? So it would seem, and he wishes to entrust the matter to us. While his missive is sparse on details, he writes that if it lies beyond the Sun's expertise, uncharted territory are the exact words he used. Oh, hold on. I gotta clear my lenses here, my nose pads. I'd like you to meet with Rambrose and conduct a preliminary survey. What say you? Sure, I'll do it. Let's do it. Wonderful. When you are ready, pray make your way to Revenant's Toll. I shall make Rambrose know to receive you there. I must remain here to oversee the operations, but should it transpire more hands are needed, don't hesitate to send word. Well, there's no time like the present. If you could go on ahead to Revenant's Toll, I shall make ready and then be on my way. Let me pull this up right here. There we go. Just so I can hear myself a little. So I don't feel so awkward. Wow, what are all these down here? Oh, you know what? I should queue up for this. I don't know how long it'll take. To go where no lower it has gone before. Well, hold up. If I'm gonna level up another job, it's gonna be dancer. But not with this outfit. Where's my neat duds? My wanderer duds. Here we go. That's better. Oh, I haven't done this yet? Nico, you are Nico, yes? Oh, thank you ever so much for coming. In truth, I've been searching all over for you. You see, there's a most pressing matter for which I could use your wisdom and expertise. Is that right? Oh, but we haven't actually been introduced yet, have we? The name's Jammingway. I had the honor of serving the communications officer aboard the Ragnarok. Oh, I forgot my tree. So anyhow, to the matter I spoke of, it began the other day when my curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to send a reconnaissance probe to Ultima Thule to investigate the environs. Imagine my surprise when my robotic friend responded just a short while ago with the most urgent and dire distress signal. A distress signal from Ultima Thule? Now, even after your companions mercifully put an end to the threat of the final days, surely this intrigues and worries you as much as it does me. I was just about to venture there to investigate further, but there's no telling what dangers might await. I am a communications officer, not an adventurer. Please join me at Thamazian, so we may boldly go where you have gone before. This little lowbird, I love them. They're so cute. My new Buttercup and Nico. My sweet kitties. I shouldn't say my. Our sweet kitties. The household. Let's me reorganize these. Let's see, fourfold feathers needs to go down here. Step guard way down, or step gauge. Right there. You know what? Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'll come back here. I want to start going into Dawntrail. Let me withdraw from this. I'll come back. I need to just go ahead and do the cutscene. At least get my butt over there. No. Let's start these just in case. It is good to see you, Nico. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the scholarly world has been uproar since the forums announced their plans to mass exodus. To think that we may well step foot into the very moon. We expected that once word got out, we might receive more requests for lunar samples than previously considered acceptable. We did not expect that the veritable deluge of absurdity unleashed upon us. We've designated the most mind-boggling requests, senior bills. At this point, any assistance you could provide us would be more than welcome. Black Shy is in the midst of organizing the latest offerings. Why don't you speak with her and get a better idea of what to expect? I heard your conversations. These ears aren't just for show. As for what plagues me at the moment, here we are, Valdis our Bessadir, both emblematic of our woes with Senior Bill's direct source of many. Isildair is highly esteemed scholar of mythical studies. He has a pet theory that the creatures described in myths can be traced to those that once existed in ancient times. Simply put, he requests samples from ancient organisms which I need not remind you no longer exist. The audacity. Are we meant to travel through time for him? And there you have it. Take a look at the guild ship hunt board, and if there's anything, anything at all, that you think you can handle, please do. You're our only hope. Okay. Well, not now. Senior guild ship. Permitted to take Bill's senior... upon reaching level 90. Interesting. Okay. Osmond Gold. He cut his hair and changed the first letter of his name and took off the gold. He's no longer Jewish. Hello, how may I help you? You're Nico Bear, aren't you? I thought I recognized that heroic mien. How wonderful to meet you. The name is Osman. I'm a gleaner, and as you may have surmised, mostly specializing in the collection of rare and curious books, and it would seem fate has brought us together. My work has given me an appetite for well-crafted stories, you see, but recently I've struggled to find any truly engaging material. So I thought to myself, why waste all this time bemoaning on the lack of quality literature when you could be writing the exact same kind of tales you enjoy? Which is why I'm so excited to be speaking with the vaunted champion, Nico. Vaunted champion, Nico! If I could convince you to share some of your minutiae of your adventures, it would lend me a fiction of undeniable authenticity. Well, let me tell you about this one time I was just starting out. I found this one lady, and she was just like handing out apples. Dummy old me, I ate one of those and bit into a seed and chipped my molar. Quite the tale that was. Yes, it was, wasn't it? Oh, I hope you enjoyed it. Jeez. I'm silly. Well, what a complete waste of... Osman, are you actually chatting? Scholar above, it's a miracle. And here I thought you capable of a little more than grunts and sighs. Hi, lady. You're pretty. May I introduce Shallow Moore, my colleague and eternal tormentor. Wow, she's got pretty eyes. Oh, come on now. It's just a bit of playful banter. Trissant, and I could use some good humor after falling to track down our quarry. I'll be damned. Niku, it's an honor. What an incredible stroke of luck. You are the very person we've been searching for. If you'll indulge me for a moment, I can explain the situation at hand. As you know, Charlian was charged in antiquity with fulfilling a sacred duty. A duty which kept the gleaners buzzing to and fro like angry hornets. Aye, we could compete one grueling list of procurements only to be handed yet another, then another. The work was all we knew. But now that those days are behind us, the tasks have slowed to a trickle, and we find ourselves, well, strangely idle. Thus, the guild ship in its wisdom has forged a partnership with Adventurers Guild. We now have a system in place where odd jobs from other countries can be funneled here to us in Charlian. The tasks they pass on to us are, for the most part, not your average gleaner cannot handle. There is one client, however, who has asked for you specifically, and as the Adventurers Guild has no official preserve in our city, we agreed to the odd job of facilitating that request. Think of us as their substitute Charlian branch, if you will. In any case, I'll be here at the counter. ready to provide you with the details. It doesn't appear to be an urgent matter, so feel free to engage the request whenever your schedule allows. Cool. I'm going on a boat. I'm going overseas. Oh, be sure to browse Trisrant's wares. He has a special selection available to anyone who takes part in our odd job enterprise. Oh, this is like for the crafting, isn't it? Oh, crap. I gotta start that. Ah, Nico. I didn't quite get the chance before Shalomore commandeered the conversation, but I wanted to thank you for indulging me with your stories. Do you think we might talk again sometime? I should love to hear about this odd job of yours how this odd job of yours turns out. As a result of partnership between the Adventurers Guild and the Gleaners Guild, should be unable to accept an odd job from Shalomore at the Okay. Guess I'll check that out later. Well, let me go overseas. I wanna get started. I know I've missed some quests here, but I can come back for those later. It's time to move forward. Let's start this expansion. Ojika. Welcome back, Nico. I just had word from Erenvel. He seems to have managed to secure passage to Torol aboard the guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go inform the travel companions? It should only take a moment. Here we go. Hey, Sue. I can't see what you're saying because of the heart there. I don't know why that's there. I see poo. That's what it says in the chat on my list. It's hidden behind a heart. But this is my Seraph character, so I haven't started with him yet. Ojika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at the moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Erenvel himself. Oh, poke. Okay. No, I'm my here character on Hyperion has been doing stuff, but this one hasn't done anything, and I feel like I'm behind, and I'm leaving the FC short-handed, so I gotta help out here. So I have to continue on with the expansion. You're all here. Took some persuasion, but the Gleaners Guild ship has granted us places aboard the vessel bound for Torol. There'll be passengers, researchers, and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Eredville. Without anyone expected that we'd have to ship it all ourselves. They're not casting off yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now's the time to voice them. Where can I buy some tacos? I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Torol, yes? We've not forgotten. The nation of Toriolal is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you in doing the rite of succession and support your bid to welcome Dawnservant. In addition to that, Alphanode and I will have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Golemald seeks way to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Torol, we hope to learn more about this, how its myriad cultures interact with each other, or one another. Well, same diff. How they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsabard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Cryle? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, I had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet, oddly enough, we have no record of the investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I am part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as a guide. So playing the part of stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. I won't make you Dawn servant by standing here and blah blah. Yeah, let's go. Ah, man of action. Right then, if we're all still committed to the journey, I say we make ready to depart. I like my voices I do for these guys. Doesn't make any sense. Here we go. I'm gonna tell my FC mates, Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. I just told them I'm now leaving Tutorial. Let's turn this up. Let's go deaf. Turn your volumes down if you have to.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
I like this song. It gets stuck in my head.
To relax. Though Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map, the vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels.
We're going on a boat trip. It's time to travel.
Even
Let's go on
following
vacation.
the safe route plotted by Admiral Buthyswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Says you.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time. I trust you have everything you need.
My cartoon butters.
And so does our ship cast off from the docks.
Here we go.
We sail west,
Yay.
as Captain Ram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to our children as the continent of Tural.
us wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits dethroned. Me, Woklamat!
Yay! I'm actually gonna be playing now. Jeez, I was just goofing off with Nico, my here character, but now it's time to really get into this. And I beat Bloodborne, so.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Sure do. Like, where do I get some damn bait? Go fishing. Catch us a shark. Put it in my aquarium.
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
Oh, I want to play 5. I really do. That's as far as I got when, yeah, the second world. And you get Kryl. Pongentine. I don't. That's gotta be French. Oh, this will be my first visit to Tyrol. Pongentine is tame. Pongentine is the name. Tame, I guess. I was working at Estames Aesthetics in Ulbal, you see. But my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Charlian, in hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, or is that failing? Yeah, to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel and overheard the room for another passenger and suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn servant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tuliolal seems like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Self-assured trader. An adventurer, I presume. I'm a merchant myself, based in Uldar, specialty imports and exports. Aorzi in both Tyrol and Turali both. Let me turn that down a little bit. At least while not anything in the cutscene. If this is your first crossing at the Salt, as they say, do Do remember that that the social mores of Eosia are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For example, or for the Makoti, the Hetsaru. Wow. The Makoti, the Hetsaru. The Rothgar, the Zbrawl. Brawl. I can't pronounce it for anything. I'm terrible. Hello, Riot Picker. Welcome. I'm wearing my AR glasses, so I might be a little aloof with the chat. With the same race in mind, but because many individuals have said race are associated with this clan, a fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. I'm sorry, sir. I have no idea what you said. That just like went in one ear and out the other. Sprightly sailor. Do you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next to the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession. Your young Wuklamat is being one of them, of course. But from what a Mamujal bloke was telling us, the other 3 are strong contenders, not too many keen on the risk to risk their coin on the 3rd promise. Hey there, little mate. Burly adventurer. My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Ketanram. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot in Tural almost 8 years ago. 80 years ago? Did I say 80 or 8? Hold up. This is gonna bug me. Whoops. What does it say in the log here? To retrace the historic journey of Ketanram, you know, the first Eorzean to set foot in Tural almost 80 years ago. Holy crap. Wow. The Mamujaw's leader is said to have welcomed Ketanram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back. Potatoes, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to the culinary revolution. The tales say Ketanram returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during the last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him can meet such an end. Such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. What's up, you big lizard? I see you in Eorzea before. You great and famous hero. Gah, I had enough of playing at Simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our warband have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. Damn. Well, you tried. Here's a sticker. Did you learn anything of interest? I learned about potatoes. Oh, I hadn't heard that about the clan names. We should have Wuklamat and Aaronville teach us both, or teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Let me hide the tree. A sticker? What's a sticker? Damn, somebody's getting loaded.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
Oh, let me turn this up. Turn up the volume.
How's your stomach? Any better?
She's Yuffie.
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Oh, yeah, A for effort for the mammal jaw.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Oh, it's just a boat. It's not an airship.
Erenville, you were born in Tyrol, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
We're in the teeth of the nomads! Reef that sail for the last snaps!
Oh dear.
It's okay, Cryo. I'm a kitty. I land on my feet. Oh no.
We need help! Get in balloon decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
I got my combat boots on. They're sea ready.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Oh no. The hatches are open. This ain't Star Fox.
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning.
Oh, right on. I'm smart. Critical thinking.
What an extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
We fought a big lizard. A sea snake.
Woklama threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
I don't give these characters enough credit.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Ooh, foreshadowing. I'm not too far into the expansion on my other character either. So we'll see how far I can get. I'm just gonna do story stuff. I'm not gonna get myself involved with other things. I'm too far behind. Everybody left me. Damn, I like that shot. I might draw that. Project time. It's so colorful in my glasses.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air?
Yes.
Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground.
Maybe you need a colibri sandwich.
Can't be much farther now, can it?
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Oh, they rescued him? Right on.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts.
We gotta go clamming. Get some protein. Get yoked.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
Oh no.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Oh damn, look at those
Blue
reefs.
seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
I like Wuklamat. I really do. From what I know of her. Dang, we get here at nighttime? Right on. On Nico, I got here at, like in the morning, I think. Totally different atmosphere then.
gods. I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
That's right, the birdies
You'll
are
find
different.
much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
I forgot about that, Forbes. Ain't Charlian.
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tulihyolal?
I
Justice.
can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are
I
you
feel
suggesting I don't
overdressed.
look the part? Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Tulihyolal. Is that with a hul? I just want to say Tulihyolal. Oh, whoops. Well, despite the storm's efforts to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. You have arrived in Tulihyolal. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the sprightly sailor in the Scholar's Harbor, in Old Charlian. Well, no, that's a tune. Right. Then first things first. She tosses cookies. Oh yeah, still a bit queasy. No more bolts for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rites of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha! We were wondering who these strange folk were. So the Third's Promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers? Look, Lamont, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The Third's Promise does not get seasick, sir. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the right of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company they're in. Of the third promise, everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command the respectful distance, but you're just as easy to approach, or so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please don't ever worry about that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Uklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by as many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups as to not to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then? Niku, you and Kryl can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have enough time for that. Yeah. Enjoy your wanderings. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. It'll be time to party with the twins. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Erenvel already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay. Mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of incoming traffic is from Yuktorol, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Yes. We shall travel. Let's go. Hold on, let me... Oh, all I have are sandals. That's alright. We'll just sport this for now. Wandering around the city is so exciting. Unfamiliar wanderers everywhere we look. This is Bayside Bevy, Toliola's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh right, I should mention that here in Toliola we buy things with Pel, a currency that is Pelu Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in it from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also Wachu Miki Miki, another market for the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Hey, right, Vic. Yeah, you're right there. I tried to hide the chat as much as I can, but it's all right. Don't be bashful. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have Aetherites in Toliolo? I think I told you before, but my brother Kona spent 3 years studying in Sharlayan. He fell in love with the nations and its ways, and brought back to us the knowledge of the Aetherite construction. Papa warned me to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down to again. Up the slope to the side. Right to the top of the gate, which leads to Shaktoral. Let's make a stop at Blight Plume's post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for Landsguard. I need to change my outfit. I'm overdressed here. I need some sandals. It's hot. So let me go back to Ula. Oh, that's fine, man. Well, it's not that I'm too worried about, like the spicy conversations or anything. It's just that some people can be creepos. And like to give a sense of privacy to people just out of respect, you know? That's why, I mean, and you don't want just like some random image there. That kind of gets annoying to see, you know? Like some flat image. So I tried to be creative by doing a little art drawing I did on my drawing tablet. And yeah, and then I got Butters here. My little cartoon. As far as my chat goes, man, whatever I say in the game, man, is probably funny. I just don't take anything serious anymore, at least. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I tried to... It's basically the Sephiroth route without the binding shackles around it. Or the Sephiroth tree, the furnishing for the outside of a house. That's like my favorite housing item in this game. Let me see. I wanted to put on these pants, apply glamour, and my sandals. I'm going ethnic. Wait, where are my sandals? Where's my shoes? My chopos. My chopos. Hispanic slang. Hold up. Maybe it's in my chocobo saddlebag. Hold up. I need to hide this. There they are. Should put these in the dresser. My Pago scent. Is that them? No, that's not them. I'm looking for my Eastern sandals. Oh, wait. You know what? That's part of the armoire, I think. Move an item. Yeah, there they are. Oh no, my shorts are different color. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to dye these green. To go with the aesthetic of my hair. Add a little color. Like Nathan Lane said in the birdcage. One does want a hint of color, right? I love that movie. Oh, that's a dope green. Okay, let's see. What is that? Deepwood green? I don't know. Let me see the dark one. The general purpose dark green. This might be a better match. Yeah. Because my top is a jet black. Do I have this dye? Crap, it's probably going to be like $500,000 here too. Go on. Oh, there is. Oh no, I can't use the inn at the Tolio wall yet. You have to get further into the, I think, into the story before you go to that. Yeah, because then what's his name? The big guy. What was his name? Jaja. He steps on the tacos. Beans. I have beans in the fridge, actually. They're from this past weekend. But we've been eating out so much lately, and I've been eating healthy. But, yeah, I need to... My mom made Navajo tacos. And I'm like, I want some, but she has to make me a fresh fry bread. General purpose, dark green dye. Hey, there's one for cheap. Mine. I'm gonna go re-dye these. I like the purple, but don't match at the moment. Like in Blazing Saddles. Yeah, that big dude, the one with the two heads, he steps on the tacos, man. And poor Wuklamau gets all butthurt. I'm gonna be right back after this because I need to get some water. Fill up my jug. Abyssal blue. Okay, let me dye this. Dude, you can... Hold up. Bro, really? Oh, that's sick. You can dye the black part? That's dope. Oh, man. I like these pants. How does the white look? Dude, that matches my hair. I do have pearl white dye, too. I'm dyeing this. No, I don't. I thought I had white dye. Oh, no. Unless the item thing isn't changed. No, that's right. I only have jet black dye. That's... Oh, crap. Oh, no. That stuff costs money. What am I gonna spend Gil on anyway? Like, for real. I'm gonna go spend some money. I'm sold on having the white pants, man. I'm gonna be all Miyagi style. Miyagi-san. I almost said Miyagi-chan. That's an insult. I made a Mr. Miyagi reference the other day when I was playing, oh, almost half a mil. Alright. Chump change. Right? I'm splurging. I'm healthy now. Not healthy, but I'm doing alright. So me paint the fence. Yeah, I was fighting that, what was her name? Rebitos? Out in, Upper... I forget what the chapel was. Upper quadrant or whatever. And I was, like, fighting her, like... And, like, I had the idea of going in there, like, solo. Like, alright, I think I have a chance. I could do this. I almost did it, too. Until she started firing her holy shot at me, and I got killed, and I was like, I had good chance. Dude, I like that. Yeah, because my hair, my trim at the top is green on Nico Bear here. Okay, on that. You did. You're on stream. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom and then get some water, and also probably make my grandmother's bed too at the same time. So, be right back in a bit. Okay. I'm back. Oh. Yes, I'm a little dehydrated. It was hot today. I went out. Went to look for a bed. I gotta go to the mattress store tomorrow. Try out some flavors. Found out I need a firm mattress. No wonder my hip is all screwed up. I laid in a couple today and I was like, whoa, oh, I'm old. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this here. It's probably gonna take forever before I get queued up for it, but let's continue. Yeah, my hip was like when I was like, I tried out one of those foam mattresses, those really expensive, like $3,000 ones. I laid on it and I was like, this is nice. It's like a cloud, but I don't know. Something feels a little, I don't know. And the guy was like, try this one over here. This is the firm style. And I laid in that thing and I was like, oh, I'm straightened out. Almost jizzed the bed. He's like, yeah, if you got hip problems and you got the pressure and all that stuff in there, you need a firm mattress. And I was like, yep, I'm sold. I can't afford this though. He said he was gonna last like 25 years, and I'm like, I don't know if I will. At the rate my body is feeling. Oh, so sorry. I just left them. My bad. Let's roll. Screwed up. I should have attuned to the smaller ones. In due time. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the boulders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Trudging up and down on these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Mukalamak gets her endless endurance. Dude, my lungs would burst open if I was here. I remember going to Puerto Rico, Old San Juan. Old Puerto Rico. Old San Juan. Oh man, that was a lot of up and down. It was so nasty. I was carrying a man purse at that time. I was young enough. And holy crap, when I took that thing off when we stopped at a place to rest, I had this whole sweat salt stain on the side down my shirt. Yuck. Good memory though. I got to see Arecibo before. Well, it's gone now, that satellite. Decommissioned. Here we are, Bright Bloom Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Toliola and preserving the peace. The Landsguard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally, Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoralja took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to. Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphanode and Alice should be around here to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you to the Skygate. It's right at the northern end of the Tola March. Massive, isn't it? Yeah. And on the other side, an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants in the Yakhoi. Oh, not the I had a thing I said about this Yakhoi. Who needs Hawktua when you got giants who can Yakhoi? Straight down the balls. The cotton balls. Strictly speaking, Toral is actually two separate continents. Yok-Toral, the southern lands of the mother, and Shaktual, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long ago the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale. I am put to mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Shaktoral, those lands are also part of the Toliolo nation, right? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Toral have been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled to the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But you see, you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge to Shaktaral requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn's servant, but until then, you just have to sit and wait. I'll hold you to that. I want to explore. I want coin. I want treasures. I want a wife. I've never broken my word. Once the throne is mine, that travel permit is yours. This kitty needs children. God, I'm terrible. What's wrong with me? Shouldn't be talking like that. It's Family Channel. It's so bullshit. Tired from all this walking? Take a moment and rest, and we'll continue the tour. Well, let's keep going. We must have covered half the city by now. Polioli is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. We'll head west next, towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too? Polioli certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. The Archdawn is on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. I gotta attune to these things now. I forgot how big this place is. And strike. I'm struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This originally was the site of Yakhoi Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge into Shaktoral, and to appease the gods, or the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After the Yakhoi withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Toral. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tholiolol. We climb these set of stairs here and all the way up. Oh man, he's organizing Eureka Orthros. I haven't even done that on here on Nico on Hyperion. Papa's palace is called Volok Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. I haven't been in there, man. My bro hasn't even finished Eureka. You'd probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. I wouldn't know. I'm not ethnic enough. Let me take a look though. It's a big bird. It's a big bird head. And a tail. Hold up, let me zoom in. Oh nah, I might as well just hike it down. Oh damn. Oh my god. Too many souls game. I thought I was gonna die. Oh no. Oh dear. Hello there. Tuning, okay. So this is the respondent quarter. What manner of people live here? Well, we have residents from all of Yuktaral clans. Mamuja, Jabral, Pelupelu, Moblin, Hanuhanu. We also have Tonawat, Hitsaru, Shatona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Shaktaral. In essence, it's a gathering of people of every corner of Taral. A true representation of Toliola's diverse character, the adornment of each building contributed to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's all so beautiful. I'm glad you think so. So come down, or come, continue down the stairs. Okay. Oh, look at that. He's all drawing in the sand or the ground. That's cool. That looks neat in my AR glasses. Oh, just washing the fruit. Oh, we gotta get out of there. Came here to visit. He's terrified of the coast. We do look scary at first. This is a trip looking at this in first-person view on my glasses. Ooh, scary. Oh, my straw! Oh, I'm ruining the tomatoes. Discuss the high drum. That big drum over there. What's it's called? The Dawn Herald. Oh, way over there. They play it for formal occasions like honoring the land's guard return from dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think it was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Damn, the only time. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one do to use to beat such an instrument? Damn, that is a big drum. He's big enough to hit with that. Wait, that's not where I'm supposed to go. Alpaca keep. I do like the music here. Oh, Donkey Kong Country. And here we are, Dingleberries, or dirigible Dingleberries. And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you only find balloons and inflatable. Oh man. We have them for the exact same reason as Aetherites. Kona brought them back as plans from Charlan, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. Oh, wait. I got a tune up there. I don't think I did that one, so Resplendent Quarter. This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yoctoral Land Gate, but when Papa founded Toriolal, everyone began its present name in honor of its great achievement, or his great achievement. Through this gate, the Kazumaka, the wetlands south of the city, depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going to that direction. Kazumaka, the name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed by earlier? Alpaca. Ah, those are alpacas. Fearsome four-legged fiends. Fearsome? They seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Cryle. You'll learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. If you wish to learn of the history of Toliolol, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they may look like an ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see that they're really there's something more, much more interesting. Following events cannot be skipped. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the stats back up. Pictures? No. These are the glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed mammal jaw. Oh, then this must be... That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Galul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Toliolol Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Toliolol came to be. Study them as long as you like. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer Ket. Something I can never remember the name. You mean Ketenram? Ah, that's the one. Ketenram's arrival in Toral is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It is said that the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Lay of Reeds. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is a story when Papa visited Hanu in their village of Kazumaka. The people off and on almost mistook for Vanu. If not for the colorful plumage, he spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds. It's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with you Vanu, but our Hanu are bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. Let's see, this one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kazumaka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly the Vanu aren't the only ones, or the only people with distant Torali counterparts. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is the Jabral like me. Gibraltar. For decades, the Zabral and the Shibral, I think. Because the X isn't a sh sound, right? Shibral. And the Mamulja were the war for control of the forest in Yaktel. The actions Papa took to the end of the conflict have been since hailed as the first steps of the founding of Toliolol. There's a clan of Hrothgar and Bozja known as the Helions. In their society, the women rule as queens, and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Taral, Jabral men and women appear to be of both equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. If you're done with the first time, we can move on to the second. Yeah. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows the Pelu Pelu, whose homeland is Europaka. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Toliola's markets, and their traveling peddlers are common sight to see where you go in Toral. Don't let the size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. And how old are they? I know what they sell. Booze hounds. This one's my favorite. The Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Toral Vidral, Valley Garmaranda. I should explain, the Toral Vidral is a creature that had lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Preternatural power? Like prehistoric? Tataru described the Far Eastern Auspicians in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valley Garmanda itself was dubbed as a sky ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Toral every time it stirred up from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away with the Yokorapaka Mountains. I totally butchered that name. Despite its reputation, however, the Valley Gamanda is also the symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness in Toliola's national emblem and adorning in the banners at the seat at the palace. Oh, Valley Gamanda. Okay, so that's the design. A blank pillar. This here is a blank sheet where my face is going to go. Yes? No? Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Toliola's history, whatever that might be. You'll see my toilet paper icon carved right there, man. I guarantee it. Butters. Ah, the Lay of Proof. That big fellow on the Yakhoi, the largest of Toral's people. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish dominion encompassing all of Yoktoral. Having brought the southern reaches to a heel, they then turned northward, setting their sights on Shoktoral. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching the northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Yukopaka. I've never seen any of their kind so much as to set foot in the city. This was a people with power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on the mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Toral history? Had your fill of history then? Yes. Yes, thank you. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. The surprise is that they're seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I could really eat again. So let's go have ourselves a bite at the local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Let's munch on some grindage, as Pauly Shore would say. Right? How old am I? Man, Pauly Shore was supposed to, well, it was an interest. I don't know if it was just a rumor he was going to play Richard Simmons in some movie. That would have been a good fit. That might still happen, to be honest, now that he passed away. That's kind of sad, man. I liked Richard Simmons. He had a good outlook of everything on life. He was so positive. I hope he had a good life. Or he felt that anyway. Oh, you know what? Hold up. I gotta see. I want to get these hauled out of the way. Okay, that's where I'm at. Gotta go all the way over there. Okay, let's go back to the 8th right. Check on my retainers too while I'm at it. Oh, excuse me. God, my tongue is on fire. Somebody's having some curry. Cool deal. All right, I got them all. Have you ever had tacos? They're totally a little classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here in Jabalya Thai best. I need one right now, I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with the Brookvu.
Brookevo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scales are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Aaronville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
You got a point, Cryo. Don't be too smart. We're in a new land.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils. Oh,
There's that fool. Our tacos.
oh.
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh, no.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Yes.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the Elevated Chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
Yeah, Cryo. You tell him. You make reason.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubio,
Hubio.
the
Oh.
Bunewa,
Bonawa?
and the Dopro.
Dopro.
Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubiko and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
Oh.
So it goes.
Oh, Wuklamart. She reminds me of Buttercup. That top. Rukabu's lovingly made tacos went to waste, and it's all that British blue Baku Jaja's fault. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Toliol cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alphinaud and the others at the palace. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent Quarter, or even the eastern side of Talon March, if you prefer. Now that you have an idea of how the city is laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Volok Shunsa. Oh, my poor empty belly. Oh, it's okay. We'll get you some food. I just realized something. I wonder if I can dye this top. Hold up, let me pull this up here. Easy, doggy. The second part. You can dye this part too. Ooh. Dude, I have to buy another one. Bro, I'm rocking this. Okay, I gotta go back. Wait, no, there's a market board here, right? Yes, I'm buying another one. I'm going broke. Oh, I have to hit up my retainer. Void Moon Hose of Maiming. Huh. Wait, no. Venture, go. Valeria, I don't need that. Onyx. It's in my saddlebag. No! Give me that back. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna buy another white dye. Somebody just made a mill off me. That's alright. I'm gonna spoil myself. Dude, really? Well, sorry, brother. I only need one. I don't think I can... No, I can't yet. Damn, my queue still hasn't popped. 45 minutes. Sweet. Asphodelos. I don't think anybody does that here, or nobody's doing raids. Maybe a lost cause. Alright, let me withdraw. What can I might as well. Did my high level. I'll do trials. Where's my top? Die the second part. You're white. Yes, brother. Apply. Sweet. I love this. I'm looking stylish. I'm digging this outfit. Okay, I'll go all the way back. Oh, you know what? I better not yet. You made it, good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri. The contest won't wait for us forever. Upon speaking to Aaronville, several cutscenes will begin to play in sequence. It is recommended. Yes. I've acquainted the twins with the city as best as I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley and to investigate. 'Twas like herding a pair of unruly coals. I understand it all too well. Charlian had the same effect on me. Right then. Now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home, and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in, or what we might be in for. I'm gonna watch this. Turn this up.
Estinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
What's up, buddy?
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that man there.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tyrrell.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Don Servant. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! All-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Oops.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona. The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly,
the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja. You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young, and so I look to thee always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamuja at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Though it seems the one-head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shok Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the rite of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yoktural and find the City of Gold.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer as proof my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own four eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyola. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same, but in order to achieve victory proper, you'll need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth.
Right.
Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
That'd just be the end of the game if that happened.
Worship tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
Aw.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja as successor and be done with it.
The rite of succession begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest. And Clement, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
A daring quest.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryo Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well,
Alrighty.
Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
I love Cryo. Such a sweetheart.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
Aww. I don't know who Golub is in this game. The do Eureka. Never done that. Time to see the dip in FPS.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
You betcha.
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I want to see where this leads. That's exactly it.
So you are committed to your path?
I'm ready.
I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Here they come! It's Saralja! Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Saralja. Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resilion's son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the Landscape. Saralja, the Palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Interesting.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Cryo, are you all right?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions.
Oh.
Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Second promise! You must bring us more marvelous conveniences! More dirigibles and trains and the like! We need you in charge to make trading easier! The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
At least they get along.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants. Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyolan. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty.
Well said, brother.
Yeesh.
The Mamulja finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
Jeez.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself, but one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Oh dear. And Wuklamat.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's Promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
Aw, don't say that about her.
It's fine. More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Don't say that.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Well, so much for the brief union I had in mind. Papa is not one to waste time if he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off my guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. All we want to work is with the 7 tablets and their connection to the Tuliolal saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? You could check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go and take a look. Dang, that was a long cutscene. Oh wait, no. I think I am going to call it here though. And just do some recordings offline. Well, actually, I'll get more into the story offline here, and then do some battle stuff to record for the archive. But let me go ahead and get over here. I will go ahead and call it there. Thank you everybody for having shown up. I am gonna go to my other scene that tells me... Oh, whoops. He's not there. There I am. Let me take this off here. But thank you for everybody who showed up and chatted with me here. Feel free to take a look at this archive. I believe I'll be doing this a little bit more here on YouTube, especially with this character. But I will see you guys soon. Take it easy, have a good evening, and good night.
Stars light up the skies, lost in this adventure. Heartbeats with the night, dreams without a measure. Everything feels right. Tall grass gently swaying, footsteps on the ground, lost in quiet praying. Nature's gentle sound echoes through the valley, night's eternal song. Wander through the alley where we all belong. Lost in this adventure, heartbeats with the night, dreams without a measure. Everything feels right.